Greetings everyone, this is Lodrik. This is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. Play by email match against Jochen. Jochen, the allied player. For me, the Empire of Japan. Scenario 1 and still the 1 day turn setup. I slowly catching up the last bases in Mindanao. And Jochen is back with his India Burma forces to invade northern Thailand. I kicked him out of the space once already. Maybe I will try it again, or I simply ignore it. North of Thailand have no real strategic value for me. There's no industry and also no real big airbase. Bangkok is the only base in most of Thailand that really matters. And if I let him come, then he can come. Then he must invest all his forces, spend supplies. The only really, I must only hold Bangkok, and the only base I must take is normally Rangoon in the long run. So I try to make a night attack on Rangoon, because a day attack I cannot try with all these enemy fighters. And I can at least damage some airplanes on the ground. And yeah, okay, a little payback, so one Wildcat, one Catalina. Killing Catalinas is best for me. But compared to the 10 airplanes Jochen can destroy on the ground at daytime, these night bombardments are more like one more Catalina killed. Okay. I try with this maybe more to force Jochen to keep fighters at night time duty, so he have less cap fighters for the day left. So more sinking sound, allied ships go down. Efate is maybe the base I can still go and have air cover from Luganville, and I also don't want that Jochen create here anything or have here something sneaky. It's too near to my base, let's say this. And Efate is a base you can build out if you want. It's a support base. Between Nomaya and Luganville, it's the only base matters. So this is the task force arriving in Lug and Pago Pago. I more or less miss. And there's also one ship still on the way to Nomaya, and I always miss it before. But it's a single operational ship. I don't know if this is maybe only a small ship. Jochen tried to operate there to lure me away from more juicy targets. More sweeping over Tarakan, but I think there's really nothing more left. Especially after my bombardment with my battleships, I think this maybe new installation can operate enemy airplanes. Now I make some ground bombardment here. sweeping over Changsha. I was hoping that maybe Jochen have some capped fighters up, and I also yeah, I think I forgot to show this last turn. So Jochen moved all his fighters in. Then I think I was not able to attack the base for 3-4 turns. Maybe he repair everything, the fort up 1 or 2 levels. Then he was already moving back because I make these attacks with my Navy bombers over Rangoon. So I was not able to bring my fighters up again. And I saw that Jochen have his Russian fighters or Chinese Russian fighters at night duty. So I was thinking maybe have some of his American or Flying Tigers at daytime duty, but no, so I can come in with my bombers now, and then we are back to the same situation we had before. No enemy cap fighters. I can attack Changsha at daytime and bomb everything and kill even one of the Russians on the ground. So I don't know if Jochen will keep his Russian fighters here. So maximum damage against these forces north of Xi'an, simply because I will cross the river and then I must make a shock attack and everything what I can slow down. Of course, there are now 2 possibilities. If I don't attack and Jochen have his forces in move mode, my army units have a more easy battle later. But if they are in the move mode, they are also maybe with higher chance that they simply drop out of the hex, because move is first and battle is second. So if I don't slow them down and force them to combat mode, they maybe simply escape. And I won't normally catch as many unit I can, because this is open terrain without fort level. This is the best opportunity for me to really kill Chinese now. Still some Russian airplanes damage on the road. So my carriers, I think I go for full speed because I don't want to miss this opportunity, and was hoping to find here some big APs or something. In the end I find no cargo ships but the destroyers. And my torpedo bombers cannot find the target. So port attack again. Of course, a destroyer to attack is always the most complicated task. But I can get rid of AVP, so again, this is a Clemson class, I would say, destroyer converted to seaplane support ship. But you can still use it for escort duty. So I only get rid of an escort ship and not of the cargo ship directly. sweeping, but if there's no one defending, then all the sweeps are meaningless. It is a show of power, maybe, and all the Chinese soldiers only screaming and running around. Unluckily, the game don't simulate this. Okay, now Jochen try his long-range Navy strike or Navy attack bombers. Luckily, they're trying to go for Congo. Congo have maybe the best flag out of all my ships. Still not really good flag, but at least some flag. And the Marauders are missing the target. I don't know how you can miss a so big ship completely here. But you also saw that I had normally long range cap over my task force, but I was not able to engage this bombers. This is I think mainly related. First, Marauders are really fast, so there's not much time, and I have no radar. And also Jochen come down at 2,000 feet, so this is very, very low. This is still a normal attack, not a low-level attack. So you have the full bomb load. You can also think that one bomber has 6 bombs, and he come with 13. So 13 times 6, and not one bomb find the target. So I don't know how these bombers can fail so miserably. And I think the weather is just okay. Anyway, but you can see only no reaction time. But maybe now I can dive more down. These guys come maybe at 1,000 feet. So now we can kill some. Unluckily, really, if I can intercept the first air squadron already, I could maybe create here really damage for Jochen's Navy strike wings. But at least every Marauder I can kill now will not really hurt me more in the future. And also, luckily, Jochen don't have any escort fighters, so my Zeros can really come in the best possible attack position and use the 20mm cannons and shoot them down. And this whole operation is more or less that I think my carrier is here giving long range cap over my task force with my heavy damage destroyer. And I think these are the heavy cruisers protecting, because I still don't get any detection for the enemy heavy cruiser formation, so I don't know where's Jochen's Turf's task force. Yeah. And I can get rid of... So I come at 11,000 altitude feet to cover my task force. And Jochen is coming in maybe 4,000 feet. Yeah. So, still some of my airplanes getting destroyed. I bring in the last and one of my submarines he was attacked by a patrol airplane, looks like. And this was, I think, really the first submarine I lost against a enemy airplane. So something new. 3 months in the war, or now nearly 4 months. And yeah. My submarine here patrolling Laloon Island, and there's one small cargo ship coming, and I can get rid of it. Also not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for APs. Normally the main task is now sinking APs. Simply to avoid any troop movement for Jochen. Tankers are also nice to hit, but Jochen only need tankers if you have heavy battleships or carriers running here around. But normally in the South Pacific, if I know all of his carriers are more or less in India Ocean, so it's make no sense for me to sink now here the tankers. It will not really cripple his activity, because he have nothing to really move around, only this heavy cruiser formation. So I would normally try to sink APs if possible. So maybe this cargo ship also go down. More unloading. And now the shock attack, crossing the river. And in Xi'an we had 3 army groups, army headquarters. Now only 2 left, so one escaped me. But I catch up a little more of his Chinese corps. So I think before we had 4 Chinese corps, and now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the 8 was 3 are heavily damaged, and the rest are okay. So we will see first some. And this is a case where you can usually use the artillery for bombardment. This will have an impact. In open terrain, then artillery can help. So retreating. And they're all going this direction. I think they're going to this base. So they're all jumping northwest, not northeast. So 3,000 to 1,500. Luckily, I can get out of this a 4-to-1 kill ratio. Jochen is out of supplies. I also have, because shock attack is always increasing casualties on both sides, more or less. I losing, but not much destroyed. But at least one full division, maybe nearly more than one of my division is burnt out now. But for him it is like 2 or 3 divisions getting destroyed. So at least some success now for me. Now the same here. I attacking here simply because I was sure that all of his forces are out of supplies here, and I'm not more, and I saw that I am stronger than him, so why not trying? And they also, the Americans are running. Not a total victory, but I break their morale. Only 2-to-1 victory, so you can see that we both dropping completely out of this row attack where you are not more much left. But for him it's really if I understand it completely right, some people said that if you have disabled units and they must retreat, then there's a high possibility that the disabled units getting destroyed on the way of retreat. So what is not disabled will maybe escape, but what is disabled often gets destroyed, because you must leave the hex, and disabled is maybe too slow and then you must abandon them or something like this. So also victory. But the shock attack on Tarakan failed, more or less. I mean, I can get a 1-to-1 ratio, I can get rid of the fort level. Okay. I have here some disabled. but I still not can win the victory. Pity. And this is the empty base I can pick up. And the India forces are still here. Oh. But now they are really breaking, so yeah, I think maybe these are all destroyed fighting units. So now I'm starting to disable enemy non-combat units. In the west it's still a little slow. So at the end I lost my submarine. That was not so nice. I killed some B-17s. This is good. And the land battles are in Philippines and China are all in favor for me. No total victory, but in favor. Good, so we arrive at the 2nd of March. And we have now the air losses first. Today it's 12 to 8. Okay, so 7 Marauders. 2 of my Oscars by Ops. But Jochen lost also some Catalinas on the ground and the Wildcats. I think this is I killed in Rangoon. So 2 turns ago I lost 10 of my airplanes. Now I was able to kill 2 plus 1 Russian, so 5 for Jochen. So we killed each other indirectly at night. And the rest is small stuff here. So some transport airplanes, that doesn't matter really for me. And Ops loss is here, Ops loss is there. Ship sunk official. We have my submarine gets killed by a 500 pound bomb. So the first real submarine I lost by a bomb. Was a standard submarine, nothing special. This is this medium range, medium 3-figure submarine. I mean, every submarine counts. The Japanese also don't produce so many submarines. I mean, compared to the Allies, it's all small numbers. And I lost 1 cargo ship. I think I scuttled this. This is normally a 10-point ship, but I scuttled it because it was burning so much, so there was no hope to really save it. And for me, it is 1 APD, 1 more Clemson's class support ships killed. But there was 2 or 3 more sinking sounds from smaller AM, AKL, and so on. And the land war points going up a little more. So now we are back to 1 to 11 kill ratio. It is still not so good. I lost. I mean, normally maybe what I can kill is okay, but what I lost, the points are high. Normally, I could maybe half of them, but it is like. And the ships is now 1800 to 1100, so ships lost points. This is simply because I lost the Kaga, and this is really alone 400 points. Goodie. So China, we take the hex, but not completely. There's something left. 1 shitty unit is here. The 1 unit block me, so I cannot normally push northwest immediately. I must attack here again, and I'm sure that this unit will now drop out of the hex. So I can only try to... even if I slow it down with air bombardment, I think... I'm losing 1 turn, but I can maybe use this opportunity to let my units rest, because some of my units are really... because crossing river and shock attack will always go in disruption and fatigue. And you can also see that there's 1 unit. This Mongolian cavalry unit is completely empty. There's nothing left. This is all... I mean, not that this was strong, but this unit gets... yes. I mean, nothing left. They're all dead. And the 41st division was bleeding dry. You can see not really many units getting destroyed. This is a normal 324. But most of this unit is disabled. So I will send this back, recover, and maybe in 2-3 weeks I can use it again. But for me, this is maybe a loss of 500 attack value, and Jochen lost over 1000 attack value. Good. Center is still no change. Burma is also no real change. I was a bombardment, so now Jochen is back at 114 fighters now. So if I want to make a air battle over Rangoon, I must maybe act quickly, because before all of his fighters coming back. I bring my carriers here in position. I was maybe thinking to attack maybe this turn already, but then I was hoping, okay, maybe I make night bombardment, and Jochen is forced to bring fighters from daytime cap to nighttime, and then I maybe, even if you have more fighters, maybe less at daytime, that I can maybe outnumber him. Good, nothing else here, so... Oh, wait, where's Rangoon? And here at Hex before Colombo, I was thinking maybe I can sneak here in, and but Jochen have still submarines running here, so you can see this is one is detected. But this is normally, I put here my submarines to make sure if enemy carriers are coming out, that I get early warning messages, because I don't want to have the same Kaga event again. Naja. So here we kick out Jochen out of Kagayan. Now I must storm the mountain, but I maybe rest one day. My units are a little tired. So this is also burned out. Maybe this can I keep and only let rest. And in Tarakan I was able to blow up the fort level, but my engineers are still not here, because my engineers are simply don't want to come from Miri over. I don't know why. Yeah. I will try to, maybe I blow up the one fort, so maybe I can attack again. But I am only very low on supplies. This is the problem. I was hoping that my battleship bombardment would normally disable all of his units and have a more easy task, but it looks like this was not the case. So this is the one ship was burning last time. It's still burning, but now the fire is so high that this will be lost next turn. But again, it's only 3-point ship, doesn't matter. I was able to bring in my carrier here, so I have now all of my fighters here in escort duty, and again, you can break this unit, and then I could normally bring here one unit earlier to make local air cover and keep maybe 1 or 2 units in my carrier, but I was too slow for this. I maybe stay here 1 or 2 turns, waiting if Jochen try to attack me again, and then I can maybe slaughter his Dutch bombers, or if he maybe simply wait 1 week and then I must continue my mission. In the source, nothing really happened. Here is still this one ship I can sometimes detect, but I don't know where. It's moving here up and down. I don't know what is happening. My submarine line picked nothing, so there's no hope more that something is coming north. Then I also last turn I make a decision that it's unlikely that Jochen still moving on Auckland. This is simply, so I say, okay, I bring now my submarines to the Wellington position, and maybe I can intercept something here or in Dunedin. Yeah, but somehow we miss each other. I don't know. I was hoping really for some other big engagement, but no. This is now this task force trying to go back slowly. We will see if I can save my destroyer. So the damage is not increasing, but it's really at the edge. Anything over 80 will normally let the ship go under, but yeah. I have maybe a plan to maybe save this destroyer, or at least give it a better chance to survive, but we will see. Here you can see the many units in Pago Pago. So 9 ships are here plus 1 ship splitted. My carriers are here. I go with full speed and I had to more or less keep my escorts behind me. A little risky. Because this is they don't have the fuel capacity to really do this. So I more or less say, okay, I go with my capital ships in full speed. They have the fuel. And my cargo, my escort ships go with normal speed in trying to link up next turn. Unluckily, I simply don't hit this what I want hit. And my submarines also miss the target. Yeah, so yeah, we have here now in 1 ship in port. Plus 9, plus... So 11 ships are here somewhere, somehow. Maybe I can stay here 1 or 2 more turns and attack the port. Or Navy strike port. But I'm for sure that Jochen sooner or later will bring in here additional cap fighters. So I have not much time to attack here and sink and damage. Because this is also an airport of 2. So there is capacity. And it's more capacity than my carrier have strike force. Good. I think this is enough. I will make now after this tour or at the next video I will upload. I will talk a little more, maybe a little tracker information, industry, A&D, and all this stuff. But I will make a special episode for this. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye.